Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Kaylin. This is Full Purpose in Heart, and this is the channel update slash life update video. I felt like it was a great end to the year, start to new year, kind of to give you what you can expect from my channel. Why do I do YouTube? Who am I? Maybe you're new to my channel. Maybe you've just clicked on this video, but all of those things we're going to talk about and answer those questions here in this video. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, I am going to talk to you as if you're sitting here in my classroom with me, and we're just going to talk a little bit about why I'm on YouTube, what I do here, who am I, all that kind of good stuff. If you've been here for a long season, then you already know, but it's going to be fun just to touch base again and just talk a little bit about why I do YouTube and what you can look forward to in the coming months and this year, 2024. So if we haven't met, my name is Kaylin. I am a homeschooler of 3 kids. One is in 6th grade, my middle child's in 3rd grade, and my youngest is in 1st grade now. So we have officially graduated from the preschool, early aged years of kindergarten years of school, which is wild to say. If that is where you are, you're brand new to homeschooling and that's your phase of life, I journaled or whatever, vlogged all of my experience for all 3 of my children here on my channel, and those videos are in all of the playlists. So make sure that you go look on my playlists, because then you'll be able to see previous years of our homeschool life, which is a series that I do throughout the school year, and it just kind of touches base with what we've done, what worked, what didn't work, what I liked, what I've introduced, what I've taken out. All of those kinds of conversations happen in the our homeschool life video series. So if you have a younger student or you're brand new to homeschooling, then that is content that can be helpful for you if you're looking for ideas, inspiration, encouragement, all that kind of good stuff. But this season of life right now, I have a 6th grader, a 3rd grader, and a 1st grader. My homeschool style is kind of eclectic slash it is modeled a little bit after a public school day, in the sense that we have subjects and we kind of go through those subjects. I will have future videos that I will film that will talk a little bit about our homeschool schedule and how I've set everything up so that we can run through the whole school day in about 2.5 hours. Certainly no more than 3, but it's usually a little over 2 hours. And that includes all 3 of my kids. So I will make sure to go into details with that in future videos. But for the most part, I, being a public school teacher as a profession, I taught public school for 7 years, and then I had my first child, and from there, I just decided to school him at home for those first introductory years of education, and it just kind of snowballed after that, and here we are now. You know, what do you want? If you count kindergarten and preschool years, we're 8 years in, I guess. So I've done a lot of different teaching. I did teach preschool in my home with the neighborhood kids. I actually had them in. We ran a preschool program. I did that for a few years. Again, I've taught public school for years. I've hosted summer school and summer camps for the neighborhood. So teaching is ingrained in me. I've always loved it, and I've learned so much, and I continue to learn and get better. So that's kind of a quick background story about who we are and what we do. Why I decided to start YouTubing. So my channel has been around since I've started with my youngest. And so I think we're 8 years into YouTube now. I didn't go back and check when I started, but I think I've been doing this for 8 years. And the reason why I started is, again, because number one, I even to this day, I like to see what I've done and kind of have a vlog or a journal of what our school year did, especially as I am reteaching these same grades to my younger kids and reteaching some of those unit studies. In fact, just a couple weeks ago, I looked back at my plant unit study. I was like, what crafts did I do? And how did I integrate those crafts into the lesson? And oh my gosh, oh yeah, that was such a good idea. So it's a really good resource for me. But I also like this space where people just share ideas, and you can curate and be inspired, and then use those to create your own lesson plans and your own ideas. And I just like to contribute to that enormous pool, which has grown and grown and grown and grown. So I think that this is my 3rd comeback to my YouTube channel. I have stepped away for a few reasons. Like one time I was I was working part-time, and it was just impossible for me to keep filming content and editing the content and having that content be valuable. So I stopped doing it then. Before that, I had just gotten burnt out. And I think that over the course of these years, I have watched other channels have significantly more success than I have, although they were much newer channels. I've been here for 8 years and I've watched channels like, oh, they just popped up and they share the same content that I do. But, for whatever algorithm reason or whatever it is, they seem to have much more, a lot more views, a lot more activity, a lot more of a robust community. And sometimes that gets a little discouraging because it's like, I feel like I've been here for a long time too, and I'm not getting the same traction and the same momentum. That does get discouraging. And so sometimes I've stepped away from that. But needless to say, I always come back because I do like sharing my story with myself. And I do have a lot of valuable, real relationships that I have gotten from YouTube. I've had such an eye-opening experience of the different kinds of curriculum that is available from YouTube and from people here on YouTube that share it. So that is why I keep coming back and why I keep filming for this platform and why I am here again. So what we're going to get here in 2024, what can you look forward to? And my plan is currently to share the same thing that I've always shared. It will be our homeschool life, our homeschool journey. So I will have my series, Our Homeschool Life, come back, although it will not have journaled the first half of our school year. We'll just pick up in January, and then we usually finish our year about the middle of May-ish. So I'll have Our Homeschool Life episodes, a series, for the rest of this year. I also will have, I'll talk about our curriculum picks. I know it's like not September, but the good thing about YouTube is the platform saves your content forever. So you can always come back wherever you are in the year or in your planning, and you can come back to that. So I'll tell you the curriculum that we're using this year. I'll tell you, I have a bunch of curriculum reviews that I want to film and give you for a bunch of stuff that we've done this year. Some of it's old publishers. So, we'll just kind of talk about old publishers that have been around forever that I've used. And then some of them is new publishers, new to us, new to the homeschool space. They were published, within the last year or two. So I'm going to talk about those. So essentially what you can expect is it's going to be primarily curriculum chatting, homeschool chatting, planning, like how do you plan, organize, execute homeschool, different ideas that I have. Did I say curriculum reviews, curriculum previews? Like, hey, I haven't used this before, but here's what I've got to share with you. Educational toys, just all that kind of stuff is what I'm planning on doing here. What you will not see is things like what I eat in a day or shopping or that, just like my homemaking motherhood life. That part I probably won't share as much, if at all. I don't usually try to put my children's faces on screen for obvious reasons. And so most of my videos, if not all of my videos, are going to be right here in my school. This is my classroom in my house. We built our house here about 2.5 years ago, and I converted this space, which was originally going to be a laundry room / craft room / bonus room, and I turned it into our school room. So that's what the space that I have now, and this is where I film. Another thing you can expect, I don't have any external lighting. I don't have any fancy camera or microphone or audio or anything like that. I know that is what a lot of people do because this is the world that we live in, but that's not how I do things. I just pop up my phone, talk to you, let you know what's going on, and then put it out in the world to see. So I am a very simple channel in that sense, but I love to share what I have. I think I have good ideas. I think I've kind of got a good handle on things. And if I have nothing else, I have an absurd amount of confidence in my ability to create a optimistic and a good and a functional school experience for my kids. And I have no doubt that they will be able to finish their high school years completely prepared for adulthood and what the world has to offer them. So yes, I am planning to keep my kids at home, specifically my oldest child being in 6th grade now. I plan to keep him through his middle school years and into his high school years. We do have a co-op that we do. My last video is how I built our co-op. I did kind of spearhead the manifestation, I guess you could say, of the co-op that we are a part of, and I got a bunch of other people to do it with me. So that is a component to our classroom. I'm sure that you'll hear me talk about that throughout the school year, especially in the summertime, like probably the late winter or like spring, early spring / summer, when we're getting ready to start a new school year with the co-op, and kind of we'll just see how that goes. So essentially that's what this channel is my experience as a homeschool mom, what I'm using, is it working, how am I organizing it, what am I adding, what am I taking away, what have I found, and just talking to you about that. So if any of that content sounds interesting to you and you're not yet subscribed as one of my followers or subscription, I would encourage you to subscribe and hit the bell so that you get notifications when I have new videos. I plan to have videos every Monday for sure, and then on busy months like in the fall when we have new curriculum picks and new classroom and all that kind of fun stuff, then they'll probably pop up a little more regularly. But for sure every Monday, and make sure you hit that notification bell, because without it, I tend to fall into the bottom of the pile and you may miss some of this fun stuff that we have. Anyway, and if you have already been subscribed and you're a longtime friend, then I'm so glad that you're back. I'm so glad that you're watching my channel again. As far as social media goes, this is my primary platform. I do have an Instagram account, but I've kind of put it to the side because I was getting distracted with my Beachbody, formerly known as Beachbody, business on that side. And I was primarily using that account for that, which is kind of put on the side now. And I also have a private account, which is where I let my friends and family see like my kids and what we're doing, and I don't put that on a public account. So as far as social media goes, this is where you're going to find me. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not really on Instagram as far as my homeschool life. But if you want to go find me over there, you're welcome to do that. If you're already following me over there, then now you kind of know what the update is on that. So anyway, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so excited for 2024 and all that I get to share and learn and all the encouragement that is here on this platform. I'm excited to contribute to it, and I look forward to hopefully getting to know you. So in the comment section below, let me know that you're here and that you are watching my content. And if there's anything specific that you want me to talk about or film or answer questions, then you can leave it in the comment section below. That's what Instagram was nice for, because I would get a good conversation happening on Instagram about content that is helpful and whatever. But anyway, so good to have you here. We're going to wrap up this video, but make sure that you do subscribe, hit that bell so that you can get notifications, and we will see you in 2024.